Now joining us on the show is Soni Patnaik of JM Financial. Soni, thank you for giving us time here on News 9. Nifty, before you joined on the show, we were discussing the remarkable recovery we have seen in the index, 400 points from the recent swing low, but we are again approaching some key moving averages, the 20-day, 50-day, 40 DMA, all are placed around that 22,270 to 22,320 zone. As we are placed right now, I mean, is there enough strength in the index to breach past it? Also, what happens if we don't?
Hey, good morning, Suyash. Thank you for having me on the show. I think rightly put, technical derivatives, all data is indicating that 22,300 plus minus 30 points you can keep is a resistance zone. And if only if it's able to cross the level, you can see short covering in Nifty towards 20 to 500, 20 to 600 coming in the coming days. So I think it will be quite important for Nifty to just see if it can cross those levels. Of course, if we look at the heavyweights today, Reliance is on day high, it is supporting Nifty. IT has also turned around, it's giving momentum. So these are some of these sectors that are giving the support to Nifty to be able to cross those resistance level and see a higher side to above 22,300. I think that's going to be quite important today and tomorrow. Both the days Nifty may be able to cross the resistance level. On the downside, multiple support levels, but the important one that to remember for the day would be 22,200, 22,100. These are the levels for the intraday that can work as a good support. Of course, for a medium term basis, 22,000 still holds as a good support. So I think that's how we'll have to look in for the levels for Nifty.
All right, and between the two indices, Bank Nifty and Nifty, Bank Nifty has underperformed in this recovery. 48,000 is still to be recovered. What's your take on the banking index? Again, a slow mover the index has been. Will we continue to see that in the banking index?
I think Bank Nifty day before yesterday was the one that actually outperformed and pulled Nifty out of the woods. When Nifty broke 22,000 level, it was Bank Nifty that showed strength, and that's how it performs. Just one day you see a good recovery in Bank Nifty, then the next 2 to 3 days it just sits silent. However, today it is very important. Bank Nifty has a weekly expiry today. If it's able to cross the resistance of 48,000 for the day, you can see a good short covering towards 48,400, 48,500 level can also be seen. I think it's very important. The weekly expiry may hold some support. There is yet to be seen any heavyweight banks just come to the rescue for the index as of now. But perhaps in the second half, with the expiry move, it may be just able to cross those resistance and see the short covering.
Good morning, Sonik. Bharti Airtel announced their results yesterday and their net profits went down 31% despite the fact that they added 7.8 million smartphone customers. Their average revenue per user went up to rupees 209, up from 193 rupees year on year. The stock has given close to 60% returns over the last 1 year, but is it the crunch in margins because of the competition that is basically having its stress on the net profits? And what do you make of the stock?
The Bharti Airtel, it did cross the resistance of 1310 by just hardly 3 odd points, but it's not able to sustain. So technically, that resistance is still intact. Only if it's able to cross the level, if it's able to close above that, you can see it retesting its higher highs of 1350, 1360 levels. I think that's quite important. On the downside, 1290, 1280 zone should have a good support. Hopefully, if it's not able to break these support levels, it may remain in this range. But of course, for any fresh upside, you'll have to wait for the 1320 resistance to cross.
All right, that's a call on Bharti Airtel. But another stock on our radar, Sony, this morning is Adani Enterprises. The stock has been on a phenomenal run, rallying close to 13% in the last 3-4 sessions. Now, this is in comparison to Nifty's 2% or so surge. The volumes are strong as well. What's your take on Adani Enterprises? I mean, we are in the election season as well. Is that a stock that one could look at for the next maybe couple of months?
Technically, Adani has given a good breakout. Yesterday itself, it closed above 3,000. That was the first indication. Of course, the stock is looking good on charts. It can test 30 to 50 levels from current level. And, it may just continue to show that momentum. Keeping a stop loss of maybe 2980 from current levels should be enough, and, it can just head towards 3200, 3250.
Sony, before we let you go, what are the recommendations you have for our investors today?
So the first pick would be from the IT space. Like I mentioned, it'll be Wipro. So I think, we're just looking around and seeing that there's a small resistance of 460 level on Win Wipro. So it becomes a conditional buy. If it's able to cross the level of 460 for the day, you can buy only above 460 for targets of 480, 485, keeping a stop loss of 445. So it'll be a conditional buy from current levels. Just wait and watch for the resistance to cross. The second stock would be in Balkrishna Industries. We've seen the stock give a good breakout yesterday above 2,500. It's a bit muted and decent for now, and the stock has given a good intraday breakout as well. So I think if it's able to cross 2,520 resistance, the stock can head towards 2,600. So this also becomes a good conditional buy. If it's crossing 2,520, keep a target of 2,600 and a stop loss of 2,460 only then.
Alright, those are the top stock calls from Soni Patnaik, Balkrishna Industries and Wipro on her radar for the short term. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us time here on News 9. Always a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you.